Hello, friends. I have found myself in Northeast Minneapolis in between appointments, and I have an extra hour, and so I'm going to find some place to sketch. And I didn't even bring many materials with me, but that's okay. As long as you bring your sketchbook along, you can sketch anywhere. So let's do that together. Stick around here where I found a nice bench, but where I'm not sure what else to draw around here, unless I started drawing people's houses, which I don't really want to do. Or do I try to find another bench when it took me so long to find this one? Wow, that was really hard, actually. It has definitely been a very long time since I have gone urban sketching or just making art in public at all. And it's definitely something I want to be better at and feel more comfortable with. But it's terrifying because the social anxiety hits in of like everyone's looking at me or, which is so not true at all, right? But I think that is a common challenge for many artists. And like once I found places to sit that felt comfortable, then it was fine. I mean, I spent like 20 minutes just searching for places to sit down, because like, my fear kept getting in the way. Whenever I saw a bench, I was like, oh no, but there's like someone else sitting on that bench over there that's nearby. Or like, oh, but there's like this restaurant that's opening, everyone's outside. Like, I don't want to sit over there. And so that was really hard. And then when I did find places to sit, I was also feeling so anxious and uncomfortable that like I was just in a rush. Like, it's like you're outside and it's cold and it's windy and you're afraid that there are people like watching you, or you feel kind of like exposed. That's what it felt like. And so I was sketching so quickly because I just wanted to get done so I could move on, which is such a weird feeling, and definitely not how I normally feel when I'm in my sketchbook. So that was definitely an eye-opener. I really thought I'd be able to get a few sketchbook spreads done in an hour. Like I easily could get 2, if not 3 under normal circumstances. But because of, the obstacles and the challenges of drawing in public, like that, it was a challenge. And now I need to challenge myself more and do it more often. And I hope that you do as well, because it is really, really fun once you're comfortable. And I've done it before and felt comfortable. I think one thing that helps is if you are at a cafe or a restaurant, because then you feel like you have paid to sit in the seat almost, like you could sit outside a cafe, and you feel more like established and you're grounded. And if you're out and about, especially in public areas, like bring a friend. Like I think that it has been helpful for me in the past too, is if I'm out like sketching in public, even if your friend isn't also an artist, even if you just sit and chat and draw but I'm uncomfortable even sometimes going to a cafe by myself and sketching. I definitely feel like I have to be in the back and hide, even though everyone there is working and many of them are, probably creatives in other ways. But that was a good stretch outside my comfort zone. Like I don't think I've really done urban sketching since before, the pandemic. So I definitely do a lot of like plein air sketching, like out in nature. That is definitely a little different because usually there's less people around, and there's less movement. There's less cars going by. And, so it's a very different feeling going urban sketching. And I'm really glad you could join me for this little adventure. I had not planned on doing this today. And so that was part of the fun too, was just like, doing something out of the ordinary and kind of using the time I had today to create art. Because even though it felt very haphazard and chaotic, I still accomplished something today. I filled one spread in my little sketchbook and I walked around this beautiful neighborhood, and I stretched myself. I stretched myself outside of my comfort zone. And that's where growth lies, is outside of your comfort zone. So I hope to bring you on the next one. Maybe I'll go to a cafe or something a little less extreme. I hope that you will get out there and sketch as well, and let me know if you are also kind of terrified of urban sketching, or if you do it all the time and maybe you have some tips to share with all of us. But thank you so much for being here. And if you want to watch more Sketch With Me, is where you can actually see all of my process, then click on one of the next videos. See you there.